Hey guys, welcome to Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host Sean, your video and comic guru, bringing you another mailbox pickup video. But I do want to quickly say, hopefully you guys saw my last video about the Heroes Initiative, something very near and dear to me because being a lifelong comic fan, if you could give back to comic book artists in any way, this is a way to do it. And by that I mean it. Check the video out. I don't want to take up a lot of time. My videos tend to be a little longer than I like. I don't like to edit stuff out. I like to talk. But definitely check that out. It is a cause worthwhile. Give back to the comic book artists that gave us so much. Check that video out. I'll leave a link in this description below. Also, I am going to be trying to become an ambassador for Fan Expo here in Chicago, July 7th through the 9th, I believe. It should be on the screen right now. Don't know if I'll get it. I may not have been, picked, but these things take a while. July's still a ways off, so who knows what's going to happen. But to get that, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let's make it a movement, We'll come up with a hashtag for it. I don't know. I'll figure something out for the next video. But definitely do that. Thank you so much to all the people who have subscribed recently, who have reached out to me. Again, my boy Gino's Comics. I think he and I are going to try and work something out where we can do a collab, hopefully. We don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out. El Champo's Customs Collectibles, Screen Rants. There's some really great YouTubers out there that have supported this channel, and I definitely want to make sure I shout those guys out. So check their channels out. They're all great. Gonna do a mailbox pickup, but I do have some books I picked up from my LCS. I did not know I was not getting certain things in my pull list because I get quite a bit, so you tend to forget, and the less money you got to spend, sometimes better, that you just end up leaving and not really looking at what's on the shelf to make sure they match. And I'm just very stupid sometimes, but Detective Comics was something I wasn't getting on a regular basis, and because it's out every week, I wasn't keeping up on it. So this weekend I was organizing my books, and I realized I was missing 2 issues, and one really important one I wanted just for a cover. I'll show you the first one first. This is issue 1054. It's $4.99. Loving these covers. Don't like the storyline, but I love the covers. So there's that one. But this is the cover I really wanted, and I'm not even a fan of this character, but this cover is amazing. So again, for $4.99, this is issue 1056 of Detective Comics. That's a great cover. I mean, if that's 100% painted, that is amazing skill. If this is a photo where it's been a paint app applied to it, still amazing work. So I really wanted to have those before, the secondary market gets a hold of them and the price skyrockets. I end up going to Chicago Comics in my Chicago area, actually not too far from my LCS, Graham Cracker Comics, because what Graham Cracker doesn't have, Chicago Comics have, so it's really cool. Another book I ended up getting from them, and I believe this is $4.99 because the price isn't on the front of it, but it's issue number 3 of Devil's Reign. I was so mad that they did not have this in my pull, and they were not able to find it. I walked right into Chicago Comics, had it there for cover price. Thank God, because I hate paying, like double the price for a book that came out 2 weeks ago. That's just stupid. And this one, I'm not sure if I picked this up in my pulls. I didn't actually go through it before, but this is for $4.99, issue number 1 of 6. Batman Killing Time. I collect way too many books if I don't know I got something. I have to get some comic boxes so I can organize this stuff, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of books that's got to be put in boxes that I don't have. Yeah, I got a problem. And the problem's going to get a lot worse because I got this, baby. I'm addicted to eBay. I am. I have had such great success on eBay. I hear people bitch and complain about it all the time. It's because you don't, first of all, don't just grab the first thing you see. Take time to do your due diligence. Save it on a watch list. Add it to your cart if you want to. But look around, because how many times have you bought something on eBay And right after you buy it, they show you something right underneath for less money for the exact same fucking thing. I hate that. So I usually will spend about a week looking for certain things because things pop up out of nowhere. And the day I'm ready to buy, I look again, see what's out there that may not have been listed when I originally looked for these items. Get the best price possible and check your LCS before you pay for it. They may have it right there. So take into account not just the price of the book they're selling it for on eBay, but the shipping and the tax. Because a lot of times I've had people tell me, oh, well, the book is cheaper online. How much is the shipping? I recently, and it's going to be in my next mail pickup, I bought a book online for 99 cents, but the shipping was $5.16. So no matter what, the seller was smart enough to know they're going to make their money back, but it's kind of funny that you're like, hey, I got it for $1. No, you didn't. You got it for $7. You gotta look at what you're paying for, plus tax. But I love them, you know. Got my address on there, even though I do put my address down there. I got the seller's address on here, so gotta be careful of the seller. But this is the only one I believe that is not a comic book. This is something I had before, but I didn't realize that my discs were damaged, so I had to order it again. And when I started looking for it, I didn't realize that there was a Blu-ray version of this, but it's rare and one of those rare out of print ones. Actually, no, I won't do that. If I throw this on the floor, my cat will destroy it. But I went looking for this DVD version, and luckily I was able to find one. It is used, but I can actually use my old box that I have for it to use this. That is, see if the lights let it work. This is The Exorcist, the complete anthology. This is the DVD version. Loving this. I love the fact that there are individual discs or movies in here. You know, instead of having it all in one big old case and then you just have discs, you have the movies right here. And this is all 4 movies. So you have Exorcist, Exorcist 2, hopefully they're in, oh no, not, of course they're not in order. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And then you have basically Exorcist 3, part 1, version 1, version 2. Because you have this version of The Exorcist, but you also have The Mannequin, which is a remaking of this movie. Crazy. It's very rare when you see Hollywood do that, where they actually start a movie completely over, almost with the same cast, but told differently. So, I think I paid about $39 for it. Maybe less. I'll have to check on that, but I think it was like $39 for that. The Blu-ray, people would want like $160 for it. That's when you just have to say, I'll wait for it to come out at another time and I'll get it then. But moving on to this one, I know what this one is because it should just be one comic. And it just basically helps me get closer to completing a collection, which is what I've been trying to do this last 6 months. If you guys notice, I've been buying a lot of comic books online. Green Monster. Love Green Monster. Always sharp. Is I've just decided, you know, I'm going to get the books that I love from my childhood. Things that meant the most to me, that bring back the most memories. You know, I could definitely tell you the 80s. 80s were my jam, man. I mean, I was showing my age, but, you know, this is before the big image boom in there. But I love the packaging on this. This is actually pretty good. You know, it's in a Gemini mailer and then nice little eBay packaging there. So I know that this book was very well taken care of. I'm very impressed with this packaging. eBay sometimes does really crappy packaging. This one was actually, I gotta give great feedback on this one. And that's the thing too, guys. Leave feedback on eBay for the sellers. It means a lot because if you don't get good feedback or if you don't leave any feedback, people don't know if they're worth selling to. So definitely hit them up. I tend to be a little lazy on that, but I will definitely make sure I do that with this one because this is great. I'm gonna damage the book more opening it up, trying to get it out, than mailman ever could. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm being very dangerous with this knife. So Then put that down and just use a little bit of strength and go, "Ugh." There it is. Jeez. And this and this. Wow. Okay. How are you guys today? How you doing? But anyway, as I was saying, I really want to get the books that meant the most to me as a kid. The 80s were big back in 84. You know, you remember certain things. You know, 84 was the, Olympics. And, I'm just remembering the comic was coming out, waiting in my friend's car, waiting for comics to come out because, before the internet, the boom that internet did about losing more books than you can get, if you know what I mean. Not being a comic book collector, you always hated going into a comic book store and seeing scalpers. The late 80s and the 90s brought the scalpers. But this one, now that I have it open and I was able to just say something until I was able to open it. This is Earth 2, issue number 25. This is the variant cover. The original cover for this is a little more expensive because this is the first time Val Zod, I believe, puts on the Superman costume. This isn't his first appearance. His first appearance is in issue number 19, which I don't own. It's $125 minimum everywhere I've looked. But this one, at least, I do have in a variant. I would love to get the original cover. If I could find it, I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see the difference between this one and the variant. And this is the variant and the original, which would be side by side. I want the original. If you know me, if you watch this channel, I love original covers. Variant covers I only get if I don't have a choice, and I did not have a choice. And it's a cool cover having Bruce Wayne and Thomas Wayne on the cover. One of the first times that this actually happened, I believe. So there's that. Next act. This one, this is the money. This is actually the money one. This big one is awesome. It's got some great stuff in it. It's helping me get a collection going. But this one right here is the one that I want. I went to C2E2 trying to find this one book, and here I got 4 for the price I would have paid for one comic. Which that's the best part of eBay, and Macari and whatnot, places like that. Those are also great places to buy stuff. But Macari and those places, they're great for, I think, someone trying to get rid of stuff quickly and not wanting to wait on eBay to sell it. And for buyers, it's great because you get great deals. So I definitely say check those out. Ugh. Okay. At first I was going to bitch about the packaging, but nah, this is good. Make sure that the comic was inside, the edges aren't getting broken. I'm normally not someone who's a stickler for conditions. As long as it's, not destroyed, I'm happy. Not so much this time, not with this one, because this is a key. This one has a major key in here, and I owned this when it first came out. That's one of the things too about buying books, getting back into comic books. In the last 5 years, I got back heavy into comic book collecting, and now I'm getting books I used to own when they first came out, and I'm beginning to see how expensive it is. So that's why I'm basically sticking with DC primarily, because I can't afford to buy Marvel and DC and get back issues as well. So, okay. Great packaging. Will definitely leave great feedback, because even though the board's a little bent over here, the book is perfect. Actually, that bend actually stopped the book from getting in there. So, awesome. Woo! Basically, I bought it for this. This is the first appearance of Zoom. This is the 4-part series that introduces him in the Flash series. Oh my god, this issue alone can run anywhere from 75 and up. Normally this is a book that's about $100. I bought this entire lot for $70 with shipping and tax. $70 total. This one book paid for the whole lot. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I already own issue 198, 199, and 200. I own all three of these. I bought it for this. It was still cheaper to buy this lot with 4 books, 3 of which I own, than it would be to buy this book by itself. Because I saw one on eBay that was $67. The tax on it was $9 and some change. Then you had tax. So it was still more expensive to buy this one book than to buy all 4 of these. That's why you need to look on eBay to make sure you know what you're getting. Because it would have pissed me off to know I could have bought these. I may, do a grab bag. I may do a giveaway. These are some very, popular books. Granted, if I had, this in it, that makes the whole lot worth buying, obviously, because I bought it. But you never know. I mean, I have a lot of books that I have in duplicates that I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with. And a lot of them are, some pretty good, books, some major keys in them because, again, buying in lots is cheaper than buying individually. And this is a great second example. That one I think is the best example because of what you're getting. Nothing in here beats the value of getting this. It really doesn't. But I was able to get in this, and I didn't know it until I really started looking at this one because I don't normally buy. This isn't a mystery box by any means. I know what's in here, but it's a mismatch of comics. But there's one particular comic book or one series in here that I really wanted because it's gonna help me complete, or not complete, but get closer, a lot closer to getting a complete series run than I would be on any other comic lots I've seen on eBay. I love it. Shed Flips. That's eBay seller I bought from. So if you guys want to find them on eBay, that's them right there. And got a nice little thank you from that. I'm not sure how well you were able to pick that up, but well packaged comics, and they're bag and boarded. I mean, now granted, these are older bag and boards. This is obviously from someone's personal collection, but this isn't one bundle of books put in a bag and then maybe there's a board in the middle. These are individually bag and boarded. I'm gonna have, oh my god, I did not think this was gonna be like this. This video is gonna last a little bit longer because this is probably about 40 comic books, maybe more. I thought this was gonna be a brick. I would just tell you what was gonna be in it. Okay, we're gonna try and run through this really quick. Gonna get a little closer, a lot closer. How are you? How you doing? How's your family? Where's your dog? I'm not sure if you guys can see. It's early in the morning. I've with this job, I just have a really weird time now. It's like, I don't know. It's 6:09 in the morning. Monday morning, by the way. And I do work tonight, so I should be trying to get some rest. But it ain't gonna happen now because I'm too excited with these books. So jumping into it, the reason why I got this whole lot is because there's a ton of question comic books in here. I used to own this series, loved it. This is back when Green Arrow and Batman and all these urban characters were all getting together, and this was great. That's annual number 1, and I have annual number 2. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna just run through them as fast as I can. The question, number 31. Number 29. And they got a new order? Oh my god. Or not. I was wrong. Number 28. Number 13. Number 12. Number 11. Number 24. 25. 26, 21, 32, number 20. So I don't know if that was all the issues of the question. It might be, but it might be some more. I think there's more in there, but just that alone of one series is why I bought it. Now this one does have. Here we go. This has Rebirth Superman #1. I do own this, so this is going to be put in with my duplicates. Yeah. Number 16 of the question, so we got more in there. I knew there was more. Number 15. Some books I'm not sure if I'm going to keep. I did own these when they originally came out. This is from Valiant. This is the Hardcore, number 5. This one I think I need because of the cover. I might be wrong. But this is Justice League number 12 from the New 52. Love that cover. So I'm going to put that aside. I have to look that one up. Series I am thinking about getting, I'm not sure, but this is Animal Man number 60. Issue 58. From the amalgam, when Marvel and DC kind of combine their characters, Bat Thing number 1. I'll put this in with my Batman comics, so that's cool. I used to own all those. I really miss having Batclaw. That's the only one. I think that's the only one that's worth money. I have from Rebirth. This is Harley Quinn number 1. So I'll keep this. This will go with my Batman stuff. Why not? I'm not a big Harley Quinn fan because I think they just overhype her too much. But hey, a number 1 is number 1. This is Animal Man number 61. Some really creepy covers. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I haven't gotten the Animal Man collection is because of one cover that has a tarantula on it. And I am scared to death of spiders. I ain't going to lie. That's the whole reason why I haven't bought a lot yet. Because I know I'll have to eventually look through it and I'll find it. I'll freak out. Being real. From Rebirth, I have Aquaman number 1. I'm pretty sure I have this one. Same thing with this one. Wonder Woman Rebirth number 1. Pretty sure I have that because I have the whole line for Superman and Wonder Woman. This is another Aquaman. This one I don't think I have. I could be wrong. This is the other cover for number 1. Or I know there's like 2. They each had 2. It was weird, and I hated Rebirth anyway. I'm glad it's done. Or not Rebirth. I hated New 52. I actually liked Rebirth. I think. Yeah, there've been too many of them. But this one is actually one that was just so weird. I couldn't believe they did it, but it was kind of cool. But I wish they came up with another name. Rebirth New Superman number 1. This never worked out because just the premise of it was dumb. You couldn't come up with names of characters to make them their own. You had to basically make them an Asian version of the Justice League. Just poor taste in my opinion. This is number 53. Of Animal Man. Now you can see if you have someone who don't handle insects very well, these covers are gonna really fuck with you. You know, I could deal with this. I just can't deal with spiders. I cannot. We also have Batman Rebirth number 1. I'm not sure if I have this one or not. I know I have the whole Rebirth line, but for some reason I don't know if I have that cover. So putting that aside. And woohoo! This one I know I do have. This is question number 10. I do have the first 10 issues. So that one will go over here. Issue number 18. Number 19. Number 4. I have this, so I'll just check which one is in better condition. But I think this is better, so I'm going to put this with this. Number 23. So much for this video being short. Always say it, never happens. There's issue number 22. Issue number 33. And we're not done yet. I still got more books in here, so this is a big old pile of books. Um, Random, but kind of cool to have in here. Plastic Man number 12. We have Animal Man number 51. Looks like I'm going to probably end up having to get the series. I'm going to have to deal with that one issue. Then I have issue number 59. So, nice little run on them. We got Superman Rebirth number 1. And when I tell you how much I paid for this, you're not going to believe it. Suicide Squad number 1. We're still going. Animal Man number 56. That's a cool cover. That's a really sweet cover. Creepy, but sweet. It's like a mix of like way too many different animals. Then I think the last of these are books I'm not sure if I'll be keeping just because they're such a random mash of Valiant comic books. This is Shadow Man number 16. Shadow Man number 12. I did own all these when they first came out. I used to buy everything. Marvel, DC, all the independents. Loved it. That was a great time then because books, that's when they were starting to become expensive. So that wasn't fun. This is the Hardcore number 2. This is this is a book that was $2.25. So we're not too far off from where we were then. This is back in like the late 80s, early 90s. This is Archer and Armstrong, issue number 0, and a really good bag and board. So I wonder if that has any value. And then the final book, kind of weird to end it on a semi, anticlimactic one, but this is the Hardcore number 4. But that's a ton of books that I just went through, and I paid $40.09 plus $3.99 in shipping. Add probably like another $3 in tax. So I paid less than $50 for all these books. And the main reason why I wanted them was for this stack of Question comic books. Where if I bought these online, they would have cost me at least $40 just for these. And probably not even all the ones in my hand, because I saw one lot that was about basically $35 for a stack. But it was only issues, I think, 8 through 25. I paid basically $50. I almost have an entire, like from issue 11, well, I would say like 10 to 33, almost straight through. There's a few issues I don't have in here, but that's fine. That's a hell of a lick just for the Question. Then all the other books I've gotten, all the Rebirth number 1s, I've definitely paid for this entire lot. So if anything, you always have people telling you, what you should do with your, how to get a collection. Just take your time, figure out what it is you want to buy, and stick to it. Don't deviate and start adding a ton of stuff, because then all that money's gone. Focus on what it is that you like, and stick to it in 6 months. See where you're at. See if you can branch out from there. Because I guarantee you, if you say I'm only going to buy Batman, you're going to be broke for life. You're never going to get everything because that's Batman, that's Nightwing, that's Robin, that's Detective Comics, all the other books that are around. Not to mention the past stuff like the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight comics. I was going to say Dark Knight Rises, the Dark Knight Return comics. The Killing Joke, all these other things that you have to start getting. Son of the Demon, what is that? That's an older book, but it's so important to the Damian Wayne story. Why? Look it up. There are a lot of great books out there. If you're just going to focus on Superman, which era of Superman? Silver, Golden Age, Bronze Age, Modern Age. What are you looking for? Decide for yourself what it is you want to do. But if you're going to go online to look for something, take your time. Do not let FOMO get to you, which is fear of missing out, because a lot of times you may screw yourself by paying for something that you really don't want. That's what I take from this. This is what hopefully you guys saw. From what I've gotten and the prices I paid, like I said, I usually wait a week while I look around to make sure I got the right thing. Sometimes I have pulled the trigger on things that I know I cannot go without, which was that 99-cent one I'm going to show you in my next mail pickup, which is huge in the Batman world. It's a major minor key in my opinion, but going on a lot longer than I wanted to. Like I said, I love talking. I love talking about comic books, but that's going to do it for me because I want to try and edit this and have it out soon. But guys, please subscribe, hit that like button, let YouTube know it's a video worth other people seeing, because that's really what that like in that YouTube algorithm is. It allows YouTube to show or allow other people access to your videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys buy on eBay or Mercari or whatnot, or if you're, you know, a little leery of doing it. Let me know. Maybe I can help you guys out. Maybe you guys have some tips for me. That's going to do it for me, guys. Remember, Shawnee Video and Comic Guru. Here at Picture Book Drama is everything in entertainment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.